that was a very big point. Adultery is not acceptable. Yeah, I know these days they have concept of open marriage. Meaning we are together, but we'll be seeing other people also. I know these marriages are also happening. But the intelligent people found this idea, and let me say, before this institution called marriage was there, it was like an open marriages. People were just, having, some days, some months with somebody, and then some months with somebody, and so on and so forth. But the biggest brunt is endured by the children. Whom will they call the father? Who is the father now? So this point became slowly so important, and the constant figure has to be there. Hence the mother and the father, they are wedded to one another, so they are loyal to one another, and child is seeing this love happening in between the mother and father. So child is learning so many things, like being loyal, not getting led with your mind all the times. The mind is like I would say, a greedy dog. Why I'm saying greedy dog? Because in Indian school education system, we always had this essay to write, and the stories of a greedy dog. A dog had a bread piece in his mouth. He is just roaming around, and he sees his reflection in water. And he thinks, oh, that's another dog who has a piece of bread, and I want this bread too. And he opens his mouth to bark and to snatch the reflected bread, and he loses his own bread also. So children used to write this essay, greedy dog. And I say, mind is actually the greedy dog. Wants this also, that also, this also, that also. So marriage was for bringing a discipline to your sexual behavior, to bring on system of family, to bring on a system of loyalty, and then companionship, and also in hard times you have a dependable friend with you. Now, let me say, Bharat is one country which from day one would teach even small children that objective of life is what? Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. 4 objectives. Dharma, being in the true sense of what we are. Loosely we can say religion. Artha, it is economics, that is money. Experiencing the world and getting your desires satiated. And Kama, the desires, and the Moksha is that coming out of all bondages. So all these ideas were inculcated by the teachers to all the school children. Can you imagine that a 6-year, 8-year, 9-year, 10-year-old child is listening to the lecture of a school teacher that objective of your life is to practice Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Unfortunately now, the only one lecture which a child is going to hear is Artha, that is economics. Money and money and money. And that brings me to your question, Tony. She says, if we don't worry about money, then how will we live? Well, I have never denied, I have never said that money is not important. It is. But don't make money the new God. We need money to satisfy our needs. I said that. If you're hungry, you need food, you need clothing, you need a shelter, right? And you need a place to rest when you are sick, and you need to be. Now, that means a house and an apartment. Well, for that also, again, you need money. And when you work and you pay taxes, well, like in this country, your medical aid is provided by the government. In India, we don't have this system. So if you get sick, then you have to pay for your medicines. So it's a very risky business to be sick in India. It is okay to be is it okay to be sick in Spain? Because the government is going to provide you with all the meds. But the truth is this, being sick is not a good feeling at all. Nobody should ever be sick. Everybody should be very healthy. But point is, we do need money for our needs. But the point is, these needs are not difficult to satisfy. But this mind has one more thing, and that is greed. And greed is unsatiable. Let me give you one story. It is said that one time in an emperor's court, a mystic came in. King was very happy. He said, I'm very honored that a mystic has walked in my court. He said, what can I give you? What can I offer you? Mystic said, I am just a simple man. I have this small bowl. Can you fill this bowl? Emperor just gave a very cynical laughter. It's just a small bowl and I'm a king and I have so much. He said, what to say? Why would I fill your bowl with just grains or pulses or bread alone? King announced, let this mystic's begging bowl be filled with gold and diamonds. Everybody was very surprised. You don't do this? But he said, no, let's do it. So the gold was fetched, in a small container and placed into the bowl. But a kind of a magic was happening that the moment they placed the whole bowl and it got filled, but then it all just vanished. Nothing is there. And then they placed some more gold into the bowl. And then again that too vanished. And then more, and then more. And then more gold was fetched from the treasure. And then more gold is being... And the point came when the whole treasure of the emperor was empty. Nothing was left. Emperor was sweating and perspiring and was getting very anxious. What is happening? Where is this whole gold going? He said, please, I'm sorry for saying this, but I cannot fill this bowl. And I have just one question. What is this bowl? What is it made of? Where is all gold going? The mystic said, O Emperor, this bowl is nothing but made out of the human skull. A human mind is not going to be filled, cannot be satiated. When this person was alive, this person was always greedy, hence that greediness is still there in this skull. That's why whatever gold went into it, it has eaten it up. So this mystical Sufi story is just implying that the human mind's greed is endless. And if you think that you can satisfy your greed by doing this or that, it is going to be impossible. If you have, say, 100,000 euros, then your mind will ask and demand and wish for 200,000. If you have 200,000, it will hope and dream to have 1 million. Those who have 1 million, they will be dreaming to have 10 millions or become, richer and richer, and there is no end to that. So when I say money is going to be utterly useless because money alone cannot satisfy your greed. Yes, it can fulfill your need, and you should be working to fulfill your need, but don't think that money alone can bring you happiness. Now, these days people use plastic money, meaning credit cards. Now you have a credit card, you can buy as much as you want. You can go to any restaurant and you can go to a very expensive restaurant and you can order food. But my question is, can you order hunger? Can you order ability to digest that food which you are going to eat? I sometimes wonder, the most large volume of medicine which is sold world over is what? It is anti-acid. People are buying anti-acid. Why? Because they are so greedy to eat, and there is so much food choices around you, and you eat and eat and eat and eat, but your poor stomach cannot digest everything, hence you are burping and belching, and flatulence is there, and constipation is there, hence you need some medicines to digest that. You can buy a $10 million villa and have it, the most advanced electronic gadgets in that. Yes, you can have. But can you have peace of mind too, being in this villa, being in this house? You might have the best bed. Last time I was in America, their mattresses have new technology, and that is, they give you a remote, so you can make it firm with the press of button, you can make it soft with the press of button, you can change it into a heating mattress at a press of button. Vibrations can come to you at a press of button, but they still don't have a button which you will press and sleep will come. They can't sleep. So you are having the best mattress and yet you can't sleep. Why? One, you have eaten too much. So your stomach, your belly is too much full. Two, your mind is too full. Why your mind is too full? Your mind is having so many thoughts. So many thoughts are racing and racing in mind, and this disturbance of mind will put the sleep away. Hence you won't be able to sleep even after having a best villa, a best bed, a best mattress, a best air conditioner, and yet you can't sleep. So after the anti-acid, which is the most sold medicine, it is sleeping pill. So money cannot give you that peace of mind, money cannot give you sleep, money cannot give you appetite, and money cannot give you trust. Actually, if you have more money, some cousin is coming to see you. Now I'm talking to all the Sindhi sitting here. Some cousin is coming to see you from Ahmedabad, and you would wonder, oh, she has come to take money from me. They all think we live in Europe and we have loads of money, and these relatives, they are definitely coming to get some, loan from us. But maybe that person is not coming for money, the person is just coming actually to see you. Or maybe to see the Barcelona street and the beauty of the buildings over here, the ancient buildings, or the beaches, or whatsoever. But the mind is doubting. The mind is suspicious. So much so, the husband has a password on his phone and the wife has a password on her phone. And these days, the passwords are not enough. Now they have, the face recognition. First came thumb impression, right? Then came face recognition. I know of a person, she said that my husband wouldn't tell me what is his password. And then I thought he must have taken that, thumb impression. So one day he was sleeping, so she brought his phone and placed his thumb on that, but it still wouldn't open. She used his 1 finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, the other hand, all fingers done, the phone still wouldn't open up. Why? Because the man, the husband, used his big toe. Now, who would wonder that a big toe can be used to create a password? Now, this face recognition thing is very dangerous. You can sleep, somebody can bring your phone and just the phone opens up. Why people are mistrusting one another? Because they think this person might be seeing somebody. So you have all the money, but then you have doubt. You have all the money, but then you have suspicions. You have all the money and you are unable to relate even with your own family members, what to say with strangers. One thing which I have found, in this country especially, is that people don't look in one another's eyes and people don't smile enough. And no animal can smile, only we human beings can smile. Have you ever seen a cat smiling? No, she purrs. Have you seen a dog smiling? No, he just barks. Have you seen a pigeon or a bird smiling? No. Only we human beings can smile, and so poor of us that we can't even smile because our minds are so much filled with agony and grief and pain and disturbances, and the mistrust is so big. So there is no peace of mind then. So money is of great utility, true. But money isn't answer for all the problems which you will have. Money is good if you spend it wisely. But money can be a curse too, and money can be a boon too. If you have the wisdom, then money is a boon, and if you don't have wisdom, then money can become the curse. You get mobbed, you get robbed, your money gets stolen. It's so easy. When the mugger is bringing up the revolver or a knife, you will just give away. And then you will wonder, why did I had this money with me? Why did I had this money with me? Why was I wearing this jewelry? Because the jewelry attracted all those bad elements to you. Money is not bad. But when you become possessive of money, that is bad. And when you become slave of money, that is worse. That is worse condition. Use it, but don't make money your God. But there are people for them money is everything. I was reading this a small passage, maybe written by the owner and the CEO of the Apple company, Steve Jobs, and he said, money isn't answer for all the problems. So don't seek money, seek knowledge, seek laughter, seek art, seek smiles, seek beauty, and not just money. Money is not everything.